The crystalline halls of the imperial palace echoed with another scream, this one belonging to Tutor Vexatheron, a crystallid scholar who had survived 3 galactic wars but could not survive 20 minutes with Princess Zirathal. Empress. Shkara watched from her obsidian throne as the 19th tutor that month scrambled toward the exit, his translucent body flickering with terror. Behind him, her daughter, all scales, smoke, and fury compressed into the form of a 6-year-old dragonling, shrieked loud enough to crack the viewport overlooking Andromeda. Out, out! I hate learning! The tutor didn't need to be told twice. He vanished through the palace gates so quickly that he left a shimmer of displaced air in his wake. Shkara closed all 4 of her eyes and exhaled a stream of silver smoke. 20 tutors, 20 of the galaxy's finest educators, scholars who had taught presidents and warlords, all defeated by one small dragon who refused to sit still, refused to sleep, and refused to listen to anyone. Your Majesty, whispered Chancellor Morith, her tentacles coiling nervously. Perhaps we should consider sedatives? The Empress's eyes snapped open, glowing like dying stars. You dare suggest I drug my daughter? No, Your Majesty. I merely... Find me another tutor. Now. Your Majesty, we've exhausted every qualified candidate in 3 sectors. There is no one left. Shkara's claws scored deep grooves into the armrests of her throne. Somewhere in the palace, Zirathal was still screaming. The sound had become so constant over the past month that the palace staff had started wearing auditory dampeners just to function. The problem wasn't just education. The problem was that Zirathal hadn't slept properly in weeks. Young dragons needed rest to process their flame glands' development, to integrate their growing powers. Without sleep, her daughter was becoming increasingly volatile, dangerous even. Last week she'd accidentally melted through 3 floors when she sneezed. Then find me someone unqualified, Shkara growled. Find me anyone who can get her to sleep. Marcus Webb was not having a good day. The human janitor had been assigned to the East Wing, the very wing where the princess had just incinerated an antique tapestry worth more than his annual salary. He stood now with his mop and bucket, staring at the scorched walls, wondering how exactly one was supposed to clean atomic dragonfire. Can't be worse than the incident at Station Kepler, he muttered, pulling out his industrial solvent. That colony ship disaster had left him cleaning biohazardous materials for 6 months. At least here, nothing was actively trying to eat him. Mostly. A small shape emerged from the smoke. Princess Zirathal, scales dulled from exhaustion, eyes rimmed red from lack of sleep. She looked at Marcus with the kind of bone-deep weariness that transcended species. Go away, she hissed, though there was no real venom in it. I'll burn you too. Marcus had 3 kids back on Earth. Or rather, he'd had them before the colony ships left. They'd be grown now, maybe with kids of their own. But some instincts never died. He sat down on the floor, setting his mop aside. You know what my daughter used to do when she couldn't sleep? He said conversationally. Zirathal's head tilted. No adult had ever just sat with her before. They always wanted her to do something, learn something, be something. What? She asked, her voice small. She used to make me sing. Badly, mind you. I can't carry a tune to save my life. He smiled. But she said it helped anyway. Dragons don't need songs, Zirathal declared, but she didn't move away. No, I don't suppose they do, Marcus agreed. But tired kids do, and you look pretty tired to me. Something in the princess's expression cracked. I can't sleep, she whispered. Every time I close my eyes, everything is too loud, too bright, too much. My scales itch and my fire wants to come out and everyone wants me to sit still and learn, but I can't. Hey, Marcus said softly. It's okay. You don't have to learn anything right now. He started humming, an old Earth lullaby his grandmother had taught him. The melody was simple, worn smooth by generations. Then, quietly, he began to sing. Hush now, little one. The stars are burning bright. Zirathal's eyes widened. The sound was different. Not commanding like Tutors' voices, not sharp like her mother's disappointment. It was soft, imperfect, human. Close your eyes and drift away into the endless night. Her scales began to settle, lying flat against her skin. The constant vibration of unspent energy started to fade. The universe is vast and wide, but here you're safe with me. She found herself moving closer, drawn by something she couldn't name. The human smelled like cleaning chemicals and something else, something warm and constant. So rest your weary head, my dear, and let your worries be. Marcus kept singing, cycling through every lullaby he'd ever known. Earth songs, colony songs, even a Martian folk tune he'd picked up somewhere. His voice was indeed terrible, off-key, and rough, but it carried something no amount of perfect pitch could replicate. It carried care. Zirathal's head grew heavy. For the first time in weeks, the world seemed less overwhelming. The human's heartbeat was slower than a dragon's, steady and reliable like a metronome. She slumped against his side, her small form radiating heat. "That's it," Marcus murmured, still humming. "Just rest." Within minutes, the princess was asleep. Empress Shakara found them an hour later, her daughter curled against the human janitor, both of them dozing against a scorched wall. Marcus had one hand resting protectively on Zirathal's back, his cleaning supplies scattered around them. The Chancellor started to speak, but Shakara silenced her with a gesture. She approached slowly, careful not to wake her daughter. Zirathal's face was peaceful for the first time in weeks, her scales gleaming with health even in sleep. The Empress looked at Marcus, really looked at him. He was unremarkable by galactic standards. No special powers, no advanced degrees, no prestigious lineage. Just a human who cleaned floors and knew how to comfort a scared child. Sometimes, she realized, that was enough. When Marcus finally woke, stiff from sitting on the floor, he found himself face to face with the Dragon Empress herself. Your Majesty, I didn't mean to," he stammered. "You're fired," Shakara said. Marcus's heart sank. "As a janitor," she continued, and something that might have been a smile crossed her serpentine features. "Your new position is royal companion to Princess Zirathal. Your duties include singing her to sleep, teaching her whatever earth nonsense you deem appropriate, and ensuring she actually rests. Your salary is increased by a factor of 50. Do you accept?" Marcus looked down at the sleeping dragon princess, remembering his own children, remembering what it meant to be needed. "Yes, Your Majesty," he said. "I accept." Somewhere in the palace, someone started a pool on how long the human would last. Nobody bet less than a year. After all, anyone who could survive 20 minutes of Princess Zirathal was clearly made of sterner stuff than crystallids, Vorthians, or any other species in the galaxy. They were human, and humans, it turned out, had a special talent for the impossible.